Hi everyone, I am so excited to be here to share the results of a collaboration between Lavish Laces and Shabby Art Boutique. Kerryanne English is the owner, the artist, the creator of these beautiful digitals, and she is the owner of the Shabby Art Boutique. You can find her on Etsy. She also has an amazing craft room that she actually has opening soon to be a part of that, and I'll share the information on that below. But Kerryanne and I are collaborating. Her DT as well as the Lavish Laces DT are using laces and trims and things from Lavish Laces, as well as this gorgeous new digital collection that Kerryanne has created. I'm going to share some of the projects that I've made. We're actually doing a YouTube hop today, so if you are seeing this video, you may be on the hop or you may be starting the hop. So I'm going to leave the links below for all of the amazingly talented ladies that are participating in the hop. You'll be able to see the projects that they've made using these digitals as well as different laces and trims from Lavish Laces. So I have in the background here some different papers from the collection that are in this collection. So I'm going to have another short clip on my Instagram as well, just sharing some of the different papers and things, but you'll be able to see her collections. She has all of the papers, and then she has a whole set of ephemera that goes with this. So this gorgeous kit that Kerryanne has created for the collaboration is the Vintage Haberdashery kit. And what I've done is made a couple of projects using those papers and ephemera. Now I have used a couple of templates from other print and make projects that she has on her Etsy shop, and so I'll link those below. And the first one that I'm going to share is this print and make Shabby Cottage Garden accordion file, but it is not the Shabby Cottage papers that come with the file. I've used the Vintage Haberdashery papers that are from this collaboration kit. And it was actually really easy to do because she has such clear instructions when you purchase the file. You get not only the templates to print and cut out, but you also have very explicit directions on how to assemble the project that you're making. So I was able to just use those instructions and templates to use the paper from this kit. When I saw this accordion file, I thought it would be perfect for the lace spools that she has in the Vintage Haberdashery kit. So I used the template to create the base of the accordion file, the different file dividers. I did cover the outside and the inside of the accordion file with a Swiss cotton fabric that I have in my shop. I thought it matched the collection really well, just the really light pink color. And I just added a few of some of my favorite ephemera pieces to the front, as well as some different lace flowers with some vintage buttons. So the accordion file I thought was super cute. I especially love these spools that are from the digital collection that we've used. And I just used a little magnet here that I glued underneath the fabric. And I have that accordion file. So I'll leave the link for this project below. And again, it is a print and make file that you can purchase directly from her Etsy shop. Pretty simple to make. I was able to put the base, everything together in under an hour. Really simple directions to follow. The main project that I have been working on is this sewing lace mending book. I'm not really sure what to call it. So I love making lace books. They have been one of my favorite things to make over the past longer than a decade now. I originally learned about them through Jeanette, and I've just continued to make the same thing over and over again with different papers and things, but every time I do it, I have so much fun. So this time I wanted to make a sewing journal, a lace journal, but something a little different. So I did get one of the kits for the sewing and mending journal, and I'll link that below. And just like with the accordion file, I was able to follow the directions so clearly that I was able to make that book with the papers from the Vintage Haberdashery kit that we're using. So I actually have a fast play process video of making this after this section of the video. So you'll see me putting together the whole base. You won't see me decorating everything, but you'll see me putting together the base of this and then decorating the front. So I did cover the whole outside of the journal with this particular paper from the collection. It's one of my favorites. I love the colors. I love all of the spools and the sewing machines. I have this large piece of lace fabric that I use to cover part of the front and the spine as well. And I wanted to leave the spine kind of open. I knew I was going to be making a tassel, and I also wanted to be able to see the colors of the paper peeking through, so I didn't cover up too much of this. Okay. So in the front, I have just a pocket made with lace. I've used some of the different embellishment pieces from the collection. She has a couple of these cute little tags in there, and I just used some glossy accents to make it look shiny. There are a lot of different sample sheets that you can use in the collection, so I've made quite a few samples, as you'll see throughout the journal. I also have this button card here, and she has several button cards in the collection. I made these by just hand sewing the buttons on. And then I made a little pocket here to just kind of slip that in. I have another button card here. I thought they were so pretty, and I really wanted to make a couple of them. As you can see, I've used a majority of my decorations are different ephemera from the kit because it was just so beautiful. So while I knew I wanted to create a lace pocket, my highlight is really the different ephemera pieces from the collection. And here too, I have just a little collage of different ephemera pieces. She has wooden spools, along with other threaded spools, different floral pieces, and lots of cute little tags and lace labels and things. I have this just clipped on here. This is a really antique piece that I've had for a while, and I really don't know what I want to use it for, but it's one of my favorite pieces that I have in my collection, and I just thought it looked cute, just kind of clipped on there. And thought it fit the theme. On this page, I have a lot of spools. I really like this tag, Beautiful Trims for Handmade Creations, English Lace Collection. So I have a couple of her spools here, just filled with laces, and you can take, I have that one clipped. You can take them out, and they're functional, you can use them. Now these are adhered to the page. I mean, you could take them off if you wanted, but they're just adhered to the page for more of a decoration. And she has these in the kit. You can get the larger size spools, bobbins, or you can get the teeny ones, which are really cute. I really enjoyed using all of the different lace sample cards that she had in the collection. There are some tiny ones, there are some larger ones. My favorite way to use these is just to use that Tim Holtz tiny attacher to put the little tiny staple in there to hold the sample on. Also, if I ever wanted to use the piece, I could just, simply take it off. So there's really no glue on these, it's just that one little tiny staple. And on this page, I have several samples that I've made using antique and vintage laces. I also have one of these light blue tissue papers that was part of a French lace packet that I had. And just a couple more samples here. And I just have those clipped to the top. So I have been saving these pins. I wasn't really sure that I wanted to use them because they are vintage and antique pins. I love them. I want to keep them. I want to display them, but I don't know that I want to take them off of their paper and use them because they're just, I don't know, there's just something so beautiful about the way that they're laid out on the card. So I thought, what better place to keep them than my new sewing mending lace journal and display them on one of the pages. So I just have this little foldable I made. That way I don't accidentally poke myself. And I have the image, one of the images, ephemera pieces from the collection. Little Bind Dressmaker's Notions tag on there. I thought that was so cute. I have just a little piece of fabric and some different trim. I have another lace pocket in the back that's very similar to the lace pocket that's in the front. It's just not as covered as much with different ephemera. Then I have another of the different pin cards here. And these are adhered down, but you can still take the pins out if if I decide I want to use them. And that is my journal. Oh, the lace tassel here. I know I showed a video for it, but I didn't add this in the video because I didn't want to share my project yet. But I added one of her tags where it says collected for makers and dreamers. It's one of my favorite ones. What I did was I cut out the tag, I punched the little hole in it, I added glossy accents to the front, let it dry, I added glossy accents to the back, let it dry obviously, and made just a little charm using that tag. It's one of my favorite tags from the collection. And then a couple of different beads. So these are my projects using the different laces, and then also the gorgeous Vintage Haberdashery collection kit for the collaboration between Lavish Laces and Shabby Art Boutique. I'm going to leave a link below for everybody that's participating in the collaboration and the YouTube hop today. You'll see members of my design team as well as members of Kerryanne's design team. Please go visit their channels. I'm also going to leave links to the different products that I've used, as well as Kerryanne's new kit that is available. And stay tuned for a fast play on the assembly of this journal, as well as the decoration of the front cover. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day. Bye.